has broken. And the sun ain't even up fully. I'm still fast asleep. I'm grounding myself on a nice cold floor to take away the inflammation from my heels. And yes, I'm wearing my big trousers. Morning, and this is day 2 of beasting ourselves across the planet. So, after yesterday's storm warning, as in the storm warning was more or less wind, we've woken up to the glorious sun. Now it's just a case of get on trail. It is 8 o'clock and it is basically the same time that we left yesterday, pushing out 34 to 36 miles. So today, again, usual thing, let's push it out. As always, leaving no trace. No trace, although it's not our dog, so we're not leaving that. Right, let's rock on. What a beautiful view. We have got a slight bit of wind this morning, but you know what? It's only coming out of his mouth. Right, so we just got cracking. As you can see, I'm holding my sleep mat under my arm. And the reason for this is, when I find a bin, I'm going to stuff it through there like Postman Pat stuffs junk mail through your letterbox. I'm going to ram it in there with great pleasure. Postman Pat also stuffs Jeff. Phil just lowered the tone there. Can't take him anywhere without him doing some sexual innuendo or something inappropriate, as you can see. Hey. So yes, we did 36 miles yesterday. I actually really enjoyed yesterday, other than the fact that my back was in pieces because I threw my back out earlier on last week. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was a nice challenge. And I don't really like just stopping early and getting in my tent and sitting there all night. I'd rather just stop, get in my tent and go to bed. So we stopped about 11:30. As I said, 36 miles under the belt. My mat went down. I ended up sleeping on the floor. What I'm going to do today is go as far as I can. And I'm going to try and brave it out for the rest of the walk by sleeping on my, well, it's a really thin little mat, but as long as I sleep flat and I'm on grass, I should be okay. So we will see. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's get some miles under the belt. Hey. Hello, hello. My favourite dog. That freckled one's beautiful, isn't she? Don't like the sticks though. Alright, hopefully we've just found a food spot, a little bite to eat. Better get something to eat now, so before we continue on. It's 9:30, we have just popped into the Star Bistro, which is a it's more or less like a place where people with disabilities can work, and I would definitely advise dropping in here. Seems very welcoming.
It's lovely, isn't it?
And we've managed to get fill our water bowls up with nice fresh cold water, so this is definitely one to stop off on the Cotswold Way, and it's not far from this place here, and I'll just put a little map up there. Okay.
Yeah, kid.
They was going to bring us out food. I did not expect them to, you know, really go to work on it, and they did, didn't they? Chuffed. Another section of trail changed. So you can see it down there, that is a lovely view of Gloucester, and obviously Cheltenham in the background, and then the little man cracking on with his bad back. I'm going to let Aaron walk all the way to the tip, because then he's going to come straight up here. I'm just going to walk straight across. How many more years are they really going to be doing this for? Right, so we've just gone past Birdlick roundabout. I believe that's the roundabout that kind of gives you that little run down to Gloucester, and we are just about to enter possibly my best bit of this hike, which is beautiful wood. Last time we went through it, it was a bit foggy, it was early morning, but oh my god, it just felt like you was in some kind of mythical wood off Lord of the Rings. It was just absolutely beautiful. So we're going to be entering that in a couple of minutes. It's a stint. Now, if you've ever seen the first time we walked the Cotswolds Way from south to north, we actually stopped in this wood that we're in now, funny enough, behind one of these walls. Now, we've been walking a massive distance. We just could not find a place to pitch up. Bearing in mind, you're not surrounded by fields, you're surrounded by woods. But like I said, we did manage to find a wall, and behind that was a field, but we had to kind of go through the bushes a bit. But we found a spot and we kept down. If you want to see that video, that's up there in the corner. Fold over on itself. Have you seen that?
I just wang it to the side.
I try to wang it to the side, but it always ends up going off into the middle, and it just makes your dick look small. Whereas if you get them ones with the clout, they cup your balls, but
You mean like a palace for your...
Yeah, they just let your Johnson hang down, the balls are cut.
Yeah, I feel, well, I don't feel you, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So if anybody realises where I am now, this is where we came through at night last time, and we were about to go up it. Cranham Corner, right, is 1.5 miles, but before we go across that, we need to go up that. Here it is. Now I hate this place, and I know Aaron hates this place, but we have no choice. We have no choice. We have to go up. Here we are. We are at the famous cheese rolling hill in Gloucester, where countless individuals throw themselves down it every year, chasing the big block of cheese. It does make me laugh, because of all the things they're banning in the modern day, this one's still going, and I fucking love it. I like seeing people do stupid shit, because I like doing stupid shit myself. So long may it rain. Anyway, I'm going to get off, because we're going up another big hill. Story of the trail so far. The cheese roller. Now, it doesn't look massively nasty on camera, but it freaking well is when he's that small, and that way you can't even see the top of it now. Tell you what, why don't you watch different kind of vid why I hike up this little place.
Welcome back to people chasing cheese down a steep hill in England. That should have concussed him, this should have snapped him, and this is just the final touch. There's Captain England from last year. He's got to be the odds-on favourite. Captain England claps. Want to go home? Bam, you're home. Tracksuit pants guy. He's like a hovercraft.
Well, last time you saw me, I was just at the bottom of that stupid ass hill. There it is. Now I'm at the top. I tell you what, with 50 odd miles into me legs, a bit of a jaunt coming up there, but we're up now. Onward we shall continue. Looks like up another fucking hill, so let the pain flow through the legs. At least it takes the pain away from my back. So clouds and silver linings and all that. One thing I will say about these long distance hikes that I love is it lets you learn a bit more about yourself. You know, how far you can push yourself, you know, your pain tolerance and how you can shut certain things off. You know, like achy feet, achy legs, sore hips. You know, if you use this, that disappears. You can just go, yeah, okay, I know you're sore, and what? Continue onward. Even with my back, and I mean, I'm not exaggerating, I was on bloody diazepam for the first day, and the day before I started this hike I couldn't get out of bed, it was that bad. But the morning of, I just said to myself, I would rather be out on the trail doing this than at home led in bed feeling sorry for myself, and I am glad I have.
I know I shouldn't say it. That hike up to Buckholtwood, oh my god, just one of the gruesome hills that just don't stop giving. But we persist and crack on. My lovely friend Aaron, 10 years my junior, he wouldn't care if I had a heart attack. He wouldn't care. Alright, we've just got to Painswick Golf Course and we've both decided to grab a bite to eat. It's lunchtime, it's 2 o'clock, and the only thing we're going to do after this is graft again. Oh, Aaron's scoffing up. And I've got myself my usual, a nice hot pot, so all good, so I've something to eat. Alright, all grubbed up, and we are on to, what's the next village?
I believe it's Stroud, where they've got webbed feet. And they like to interbreed with their brothers and sisters. They also like septum rings and blue hair there as well. So me and Phil are going to fit right in.
As he said, incest is a major part of our upbringing, and obviously forthcoming forward is what we'll be doing in the future. Painswick. Is this still Painswick? It is, isn't it? It's a lovely place.
Boo. Just going through Painswick now. Wait, she knows. Today's going alright. Just sort of steady, stomping the miles out really. Day 2 is always a weird one because your body's a bit tired, but you kind of get into the swing of things of just cracking on. But I am in dire need of a shop because I've got no food left. I don't really fancy not eating for the rest of the day because I don't want to lose too much weight on this walk. So I'm going to be looking for a shop in a moment.
I'm finding this really hard to understand because last time we've done the Cotswold Way, I don't remember any of this. Not even going up to Painswick from here, I don't remember it. Anyway, Aaron's put some compede on, and me, well, looking at the sign and getting ready to go. Mate, coming through that wood behind me, that one, it's a stint just going up, but we're going through Maitland Wood. Is it Maitland Wood? Hang on. Yeah, going through Maitland Wood now. I'm just hoping we get near town soon because we need some supplies just to get us through the night for the night hike.
I'll be honest now, I'm flagging a bit. Got no food left, no sugary stuff, got a bit of water, and that's it. And the last 10 miles have literally been up the valley, down the valley, up the valley, down the valley, every single time. I haven't been on one bit of flat ground yet. I am actually walking up another hill now. And oh look, we're going straight back down again and then back up again. So, word of warning, if you're going to do the Cotswolds way, just prepare this for constant ascent and descent. It's quite grueling, especially on like an hour and a half sleep. I think the next long distance trail is going to be one in like Norfolk or somewhere where it's flat.
Well, the shit bits. We did just come across a pants bit. We've just come from Stainswick. Yeah.
This has been torturous today.
Right, so we've just come from Stainswick, whatever you want to call it, and that's been the worst part of this journey, having to literally just navigate yourself around woods and more woods, just walking in a diamond formation because you end up straight back more or less where you freaking started.
Yeah, you go back on yourself a lot, constant up and down.
So yeah, it's a few miles of is it worth it, but we're in the car park now and we're going to be heading off towards Shroud. Is it Shroud?
Yes.
Yeah. But before that, look at that. Coffee break done. He's living the good life. Oh. Sun is on its way down, kid.
Who's taking some painkillers?
Come on, kid, it's dark down there. Shroud, you have had my pleasure, although your pleasure wasn't too inviting, so we'll see you around. Thank you very much. King Stanley, we're off to. Don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, but there's Shroud going off, and this is a stint coming up here. Let's crack on.
We've made it to Wootton Under Edge. We've had some problems along the way. We are both very much walking wounded today. Only another 29 miles to do tomorrow. We've both said we're never going to do this again, but we say this every single time, so I think we're both too stupid to learn.
Nope.
You're hearing him. I'm laughing, but I am in pain everywhere at the moment, so I'm looking. Yeah, the last 4 hours have just been stomping through darkness, pitch darkness, and Wootton's nice though, nicer than Stroud.
So if you ever wondered what an underedge looks like at about 2 in the morning, this is what it looks like. It's not good. Yeah, we've not had fun trying to get here. In fact, it's been absolute BS. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go down to the local church where they'll accept anybody that's on a pilgrimage, and we're going to go and pitch our tent. We'll try and have a brew inside. All I can say is for now, I will speak to you in a bit.